Have you ever felt the power of a single step towards your dreams? This practice will leave you feeling refreshed, empowered, and inspired to keep moving forwards step by step, pose by pose. Welcome, friends. Welcome to day 24. Please lie down on your back. Have a strap or a scarf nearby for at the end of the practice today. And if you'd like a blanket or bolster for under your knees for Shavasana, you're welcome to do so. We'll start the practice off by bending the legs. Feel the feet about hips distance apart. Place the hands on the belly, close your eyes, and give yourself about 1 minute to center. Feel ease in your exhalation as you breathe out. Start to feel a longer inhalation. And welcoming in an even flow of breath, long inhalation, long exhalation, resting the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Just giving yourself about another 30 seconds here. You can set your affirmation for your practice today. I am empowered to reach my goals and dreams step by step. I am empowered to reach my goals and dreams step by step. You can release the hands down by the sides. And we'll begin with pelvic movement. So cow and cat pose, lying down, tip the pelvis forwards for that anterior tilt and posterior tilt, lifting the coccyx off the ground. And just begin to feel how the pelvis is finding some movement. The low back is arching and extending, coming into flexion and extension. Just about one more time. We're going to strengthen the core a little bit today, get into the glutes, sides of the body, front and back. We'll bring the pelvis to a neutral position. Can bring the knees up, finding a reclined table position. The arms can reach up, palms facing each other. Just starting to ignite the muscles on the front line of the body into dead bug pose. So if this is too intense, set your feet on the ground. Let your right foot tap and your left arm reach over. And then drawing the belly in, breathing in and out. Exhale, inhale. That's 1. Exhale. Try to press your low back down into the ground. So we're building some strength in the body today to really empower ourselves to stay connected and grounded and strong on our path, on our journey, on our mat, off of our mat, focusing on our goals and our dreams. There's so many things that try to pull us in different directions. Maybe it's not the social norm. Maybe it's not what your family wants for you. Let's take 2 more cycles. If it's too intense, you don't have to tap all the way down to the ground. Last one. And great job. Bring your knees into the chest. Take a big inhale and breathe out. Now, if you have any back problems, then roll to the side. Otherwise, you can bring the hands behind the hamstrings and just start to roll gently forwards and back a few times. Forwards and back. And see if you can balance there on the sit bones. Finding that balance that you need. Lift the chest, lift the heart. Maybe you roll one more time, and we can come all the way up onto the hands and knees. We'll move right into plank pose. So step the left foot back and the right foot back. Pull the belly in. So we're going to stay here for about 5 breaths. I want you to focus on your belly. Draw your navel in. Notice if your hips are sagging, lift them up. And then feel what your upper back is doing. If it's rounding, try to move the shoulders away from the ears. Empowering yourself each step of the way. Stay focused, stay concentrated. One more breath. You can look down the chest, look at your feet, and roll both of your heels over to the right. So you're on the big toe edge and the pinky toe edge side. The left hand can come to the hip. If it's too intense, set your right knee down for a modified side plank. So really building a little strength, kind of pushing yourself a little further today. Squeeze the legs, scissor them towards each other. And we'll come back to center. And from here, push back to your down dog. Little bend in your knees. You can lift the right leg back. Set the right foot down between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, reach the arms up. Set the right hand down onto the right thigh. And from here, bow over to your right side. So you start to stretch the sideline of the body as we get into this plank pose. Push your hips forwards, move the belly away from the thighs. One more breath. And on the exhale, take the right hand down. You can lift off your back knee, reach the right arm up towards the sky for an exhalation. Nice low lunge twist. Exhale, release the hand down. Step the right foot back, all the way back up to downward facing dog, and release it back down onto the mat. Come forwards into your plank pose. So stay here now, 5 breaths, strong legs. You got this. Press your hands down and together. So kind of taking a little aspect from each practice that we've been. Stay positive, keep that strong, positive internal dialogue. Empower yourself by staying focused on your breath, your attitude each day. Let's come into our side plank. Roll your heels to the left. Bring the hand to the hip. Remember, you can set your left knee down for the modification. No need to judge yourself. Maybe the top arm reaches up. If you feel yourself shaking a lot, you can set your left knee down and come back into the side plank. Release your right hand. Push back to down dog. And we'll step the left foot forwards between the hands. Low lunge, reach the arms up. Left hand comes down onto the thigh, reaching up and over to the left side. Going to get into the quads a little bit. A lot to cover in a short time. One more breath. And exhale, release the right hand. Remember, you can use the blocks, lift off the back knee. We want to get that hip in line with the knee, so that might mean you need the block there. Lean into the right hand so you can keep the back knee lifted or set it down. Release and let go. Surrender and let go of what you don't need. And release the left hand down. We'll step back. Left foot goes right back to the wall behind you, up towards the sky, and release the foot back down to the mat. You can walk your hands to the back of the mat. We'll come into a forward fold. Let's take the hands under the feet today. So step the hand right on top of the palms of the hands, right all the way up to the crease of the wrist. Bend the knees as much as you need. Let the elbows come in towards the shins. Release the head and the neck. Maybe you can feel some warmth in your body. The muscles warming up. Opening up the back side of the body. From here you can release the hands. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Shift your weight onto the left foot. We'll open up the hip now into tree pose. So start to move that right foot to the inside of the left ankle. Reach the arms up and overhead. Stay focused. Where is your drishti? It's very easy to get caught up in the news, get caught up in anything that's going on around you at your work, drama. All these different aspects can throw us out of focus. Bring the hands to the heart. Knee comes forwards, lift it up, release it down. Shift your weight onto the right foot, opening up the left hip a bit. Arms can rise up. If you feel you want to move into tree pose a little further, bring the foot up on the inner thigh. And slide the hands to the heart, bring the knee forwards, release it down. Don't forget, you can take a wider stance for those tight hamstrings. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, walk back into your downward facing dog. So good for your shoulders, all the arm muscles. Step by step, being mindful in the movements. Come forwards into plank pose. Now, so you can set the knees on the ground or keep them lifted. You really want to come up onto the tippy toes in chaturanga, hug the elbows in, and start to lower down nice and slow. Challenge yourself to stay lifted and set yourself all the way down. We'll come into Shalabhasana. Lift each leg up, stretch them back. Forehead to the earth. Stretch the arms back. Lift the arms. Zip the legs together. Lift the inner thighs. Try to use the lower part of the glutes here. Lift the chin and the chest. Lift the arms. Let's take 5 breaths. Remember, long inhale in, long exhale out, without force. Just notice how you feel. Can you feel empowered by staying lifted in the pose? Staying focused on your goals. You got this. One more breath and release. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift all the way up. Hands and knees and back to downward facing dog. From here, you can lift your right leg back and up. Set your right foot between your hands. I'm going to come into high crescent lunge. Inhale. From here, we take the hands forwards to the heart space and just hover here for a moment. You sit a little deeper down. Lift the lowest part of the belly. Find a little bit of a back bend. Maybe straighten the back leg. And we're going to hinge forwards, shifting into this airplane pose. Now, try to keep your front leg bent today. Lower your left hip. I'm going to get into the right glute a little bit. So on the exhalation, going to bend your right knee, bend your left knee, and just tap your left toes next to the right heel and press it back behind you as you inhale. Exhale, tap it down, pull the belly in. Inhale. You got this. Don't give up when it gets challenging. Unless it's painful, then pause. Stay with your breath. Is your breath smooth and controlled? If you're wobbling, soften, balance. One more. Excellent. Step your foot back into crescent lunge. I know that glute is burning. Reach your arms up. Exhale, release the hands down. Press the right foot all the way back and up. And release it down onto the mat. Second side, left foot back and up. Left foot comes down between the hands for crescent pose. Inhaling. Exhale, hands to the heart. You can always come back to your affirmation. I am empowered to achieve my goals and dreams step by step. I am empowered to reach my goals and dreams step by step. Shift forwards Some people might not believe that you can reach them. Let's fly forwards, airplane pose. Oh yeah, this side might be a little weak. Bend your left knee. Drop your right hip down. I don't know about you, but my left side is much weaker. That's okay. I'm staying strong. I'm staying focused. Let's go. Exhale, knee comes in. Tap your right toes. Inhale, press it back. Exhaling, navel comes in, strengthening the whole core, not just the belly, the front, the sides of the body. Exhaling. I think we have about 3 more. You got this. Stay strong, focused, empowered. Last one. Oh yeah. Here we go. And step your foot back. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands down. Left foot steps back. And bring it back down. Downward facing dog. Take a sigh out. Roll forwards into plank. Challenge yourself to go down slowly, slowly, slowly. And release. Gonna roll right onto the back. And grab a hold of your strap. You can take the right foot to the strap, stretch it overhead. Try to take the elbows down to the ground. We're going to take the strap into the right hand. The left arm can come out to the side. Try to keep your left shoulder down. Take the right leg out to the right, and we're going to move the right leg backwards. So try not to have your foot down on the ground if you're super flexible. Notice if your left hip is lifting up, try to press it down. 2 more breaths into the adductors. And come up. And take it across the body over to the wall or to your left side. You can look to the right. Come back to center. Release the leg down slowly. Go to the second side. Left leg rises up. If you're close to the wall, you might need to move over to the right or the left a little bit, depending on where you are. Take the leg over to the left. And I have the wall here. It's nice to rest your leg sometimes on the wall if you're close enough. Get a nice restorative stretch there. So see what feels good for you today. If you're going a little further, you can walk your hand up the strap and the right hand on the right thigh. Inhale back to center. Get a little bit in the middle here into the main part of the hamstring. Bend the knee a bit. Elbows down, shoulders down, head down. Palate lifting. Just being aware of the body and slowly lower the leg down. Reclined Gomukhasana, one of my favorites, sometimes much more accessible for those that are feeling a little tight. Cross your right leg over the left. Start from here, bring the knees in. Bring your hands onto the shins. This might be where you stop. You can take your left hand and bring it to the outside of the pinky toe edge and the right hand to the outside of the pinky toe edge. Bring the heels down towards the glutes as the head releases back down towards the mat. Flex your feet, close your eyes. Try to keep the knees stacked on top of the sternum. And you can modify by bringing the hands behind the left hamstring. You could use a strap around your feet. And gently release. Other side, unravel. Start off with the knees, hands to the knees or the shins, and then you can work your way right hand over the pinky toe edge side, left hand over the right pinky toe edge side. Oh yeah, this side's much tighter. I pulled my hamstring many years ago, and it's still just not 100%. Still building strength. That's the main, is it's quite weak, but I don't let it hold me back. I listen to my body and make those modifications where I need to. Keep curling the toes back, flexing the feet into the heart. Exhale into the outer hip area along the external rotators. Great. Unravel the legs. Take the feet down. Take a few windshield wipers. Gonna finish our practice by bringing the legs out in front. Take the arms down by the sides. Bring the hands underneath. You can press down into the heel, squeeze the legs, lift the chin and chest, and bring the top of the head down. Using the strength of the arms, letting the chest open. You are strong. You are focused. You are empowered. Slowly release down. Bend the legs. Lift the glutes. Stretch the palms to face skyward. Release the legs. As we come into Shavasana, you're welcome to use your bolster under your knees for those of you that have any low back issues, or you simply would like that extra support to completely surrender. I'll link a longer Shavasana right here. And as the arms come down by the sides, close the eyes. Tell yourself it's time to be still and quiet. There's no need to do. Allow yourself to be. Rest your eyes into the center of your heart. Relax the eyes, relax the body. Bathe in your brightness, your inner light of strength and courage and fearlessness. As you hear my voice, begin to welcome in some movement, letting the breath come back to your awareness, letting your focus stay inward. Reach the arms overhead and roll onto your right or your left side. Come into a fetal position. Here's a quote to finish the practice. What you get from achieving your goals is not as important as what you become achieving your goals. Zig Ziglar. What a powerful quote. Use your hands, push yourself up. Come to an easy seat to close the practice today. Bring your hands in front of you into the heart space, Anjali Mudra, as if you're holding your heart's desire in the palms of your hands as your fingertips touch. I am empowered to achieve my goals and dreams step by step. Thank yourself for your practice. I wish you so much strength and courage and empowerment as you leave your mat today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't done so already, check out yesterday's practice. I wish you all the best. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.